Good morning, girls. We are in continuation of our exercise 9C and we are on third question. Third question says that you have to write true or false against each of the following statement. So here let's do the first part and the fifth part. First part says 21:35 is equal to 24:40. We have to confirm whether this is true or not. So you can take the left hand side. You can see the ratio of 21 and 35. So 21 upon 35 gives you 3 upon 5. Let's cut it by 7. 7 threes are and 7 fives are. Okay. And what is the right hand side? 24 upon 40. So let's cut it by 4. 4 sixes are and 4 tens are. And then you can further cut it by 2. 2 threes are and 2 fives are. So that means left hand side is coming equal to the right hand side. Okay. So you can say yes, this is true. Is that clear? Or you can do it by the proportional method. The product of the extreme should be equal to the product of the means. These are the two extreme numbers. So you can multiply 21 into 40. Whatever the answer you get, and you can multiply these two. These are means, and whatever the answer you get, you can compare. So you can write whether it is true or false. Either way you can do. Now let's do the fifth question. Fifth question says 90% ratio 270 persons is equal to rupees 17 ratio rupees 51. So these two have to be in the same unit and these two can be in the different unit, but together they have to be in the same unit. This cannot be rupee and this cannot be paisa. Okay. So again we will do left hand side will be 90 upon 270, that gives you 1 upon 3, and right hand side 17 upon 51, that gives you 1 upon 3. So again left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence this statement is true. Now let's do the fourth question. Fourth question will do the second part. It says that the first, second and fourth terms of a proportion are, so that means there is a proportion. In a proportion there are 4 terms, right? So they have given you the first, second and the fourth term. They have not given you the third term. You have to find the third term. So let's assume the third term to be x. So what are the first, second and fourth term? 5.2, 3.9 and 3. Okay, you have to write them in the sequence. You cannot write 3 here and x here. No. Whatever they are saying, what is missing, the third term is missing, you will write x in the place of third term only. Okay. Now, we will apply that formula. The product of extreme should be equal to the product of mean. Why? Because these are already in proportion. It is given in the question. So 5.2 into 3, these two are extremes, should be equal to 3.9 into x. So x is equal to whatever is there after equal to 5.2 into 3, and 3.9 was getting multiplied here, it will get divided here. So here we will remove the decimals. Okay. So 3 ones are and 3 13s are. Then 13 ones are and 13 fours are 52. So 4 is the answer. This is the third term. Okay. Now let's do the fifth question. Fifth question says that we have to fill in the box. So to make each of the following statement true, we have to make it true. Okay. So let's do the second part and the fourth part. This is the fourth part. The second part says dash ratio 63 liter is equal to rupees 25 ratio rupees 35. We have to make it true. So that means let us assume here to the missing number to be x. We do not know. Let's assume to be x. So if it is true, then the product of extreme should be equal to the product of mean. Okay. So x into 35. Just forget about the unit here. X into 35 should be equal to 63 into 25. Okay. So x is equal to then 63 into 25 upon 35. And when we do the cutting, we are left with 45. Now you can put the unit. Here it was liter only. So here liter will come. 45 liter is the answer. Let's do the fourth part. Fourth part says 65 boys ratio 100 boys should be equal to 26 girls ratio dash. So let's assume here to be x. Right? Now according to the formula, what happens? The product of extreme 65 into x should be equal to 100 into 26. Right? So So x is equal to 100 into 26 upon 65. So you will get here 40 and then you can put the unit. Here the girls were there. So here the answer will also be in girls, 40 girls. Okay. Now girls, let's come to the sixth question. Sixth question says that Mrs. Rao was making cookies. She needed 12 dozen. That means she wanted to make 12 dozen cookies. Her recipe is for 3 dozen called for 4 eggs. What does that mean? That means that for 3 dozen cookies, she needed 4 eggs. The language is a bit tricky, but try to understand it. Her recipe is for 3 dozen called for 4 eggs. That means let's make the two headings, cookies and eggs. Okay, so the recipe says that for 3 dozen cookies, she needs 4 eggs. Okay, right under the correct heading. For 3 dozen cookies, she needs 4 eggs. Right? Now, how many eggs are needed to make 12 dozen cookies? They are saying to write a proportion also. But you can do it like this also. Not a problem. Okay. So, or if you want to write as a proportion, you can write that 3:4 because for 3 dozen cookies, they need 4 eggs. And proportion means the 4 dots. They need how many eggs are needed. So, for that, okay, sorry girls, there was a electricity cut off. So, it became a bit dark. Okay, so what we were discussing that for 3 cookies, they need 4 eggs. Okay, so for 12 dozen cookies, they need how many eggs? We do not know. So, you can either write like this or you can make the headings and put under the headings also. Either way you want to do. So, let's do the cross multiplication here. So, what will happen? 3 into x is equal to 12 into 4. X is equal to 12 into 4 upon 3. And when you will cut them, you will get 16 eggs. This is the answer. Let's do the ninth question now. Ninth question says that the Sarpanch of a village was elected by a vote of 3-1. That means the ratio is 3:1. Okay, this was a vote. This was the ratio of the votes. So, let's find out the sum of the ratio. Sum of the ratio is equal to 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Now, how many votes did he get if the total 5764 votes were casted? Total votes were 5764. Now, this has to be distributed among the ratio 3:1 because he won by 3 portion. Okay. So, that's why we have taken out the sum of the ratio. So, he got how many votes? What was his ratio? 3. Because he won by the ratio 3. Upon the sum of the ratio, 4. Into, now how many votes had to be distributed? 5764. This is the total sum of the votes. Right? This is the total votes that were casted. So, 3 upon 4 into 5764 and you will get the answer 4323 votes. These many votes the Sarpanch got. Now let's come to the 10th question. 10th question says that the ratio of the length of a school ground to its width is 5:2. Let's make the headings. There is length and there is width. Length and width. Now what is the ratio of the length to the width? 5:2. So 5 is the ratio of the length and 2 is the ratio of the width. They are saying find out its length. So length we do not know, write x under this. If the width is 40 meters. So this is 40. Do the cross multiplication and you will get the answer x is equal to 100 meter. The length is 100 meter. Now let's do the 12th question in MCQ. It says 0.75 ratio x is in proportion to 5:6. That means these are in proportion. So we have to find the value of x. Again, the product of the extreme 0.75 into 6 should be equal to x into 5. And x you can find out from here, it is 0.9. This is the answer. Now girls, let's do the 13th question. It says that the Mohit enlarges a photograph that is 8 cm wide and 6 cm high. There is an original photograph where the width and height are given to you. Width is 8 cm and height is 6 cm. Right? Originals are these two. Then it got it enlarged. did it bigger. If the height of the enlarged photograph is 24, but we do not know its width. So let's assume to be x. Do the cross multiplication and you will get here x is equal to 6 ones are and 6 fours are 4 8s are 32. 32 centimeter is the enlarged width. Okay. Now let's do the 15th question. Now we have to find the value of x in the proportion 9:5 proportion to 36 ratio x minus 3. Now this x minus 3 is one term. Okay. So let's apply that formula. The product of extreme should be equal to the product of mean. Now what is the extreme? 9 into x minus 3. This whole is one term. Okay. It cannot be 9x minus 3. No. 9 is getting multiplied by this whole term x minus 3 is equal to 5 into 36. So let's open the bracket. 9 will get multiplied by x also. 9 will get multiplied by 3 also. So 9x minus 27 is equal to 5 into 36. So 9x minus 27 is equal to 180. Right? Now let's take this 27 on this side. It is minus here. It will become plus. 9x is equal to 180 plus 27. That gives you 207. Now let's find the value of x. 9 is getting multiplied here. Here it will get divided. So the answer is 23. I hope this is all clear to you. And with this we come to an end of this exercise. The rest of the last exercise we will do it in the next session.